Hey everyone, have I here been a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, the 9-year anniversary on Global is almost over. Let's talk about the transition to what's next. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. And it's been an amazing ride. So the 9-year anniversary, currently right now, still, if you're watching this video before 8/12, we have 5 different amazing banners available to summon on, and all this except for one banner will go away on 8/12. So again, depending on when you're watching this video here, you might still have the opportunity to summon on these banners, but then after the 12th, the anniversary is going to be over, and Tech UI Goku, that banner will still be up until the 25th, 24th, 25th, depending on your time zone. And yeah, this is a momentous occasion, right? This has been, I think, one of the best anniversaries of all time, being that we had amazing new content. We had a change of the guard in like new meta and a top team in the game, with Beast Gohan being so OP. You know, a lot of good stuff that happened here. But now transitioning on what is going to happen next, well, there was and still is talk that God Topo is going to be the next Dokkan Festival exclusive banner that's going to be coming out right after the anniversary. But, well, I guess I should say the reason why everyone thinks that is there was this leak that showed on the Google Play Store that God Topo was the next Dokkan Festival exclusive, and it's going to end on 8/25, which of course is the beginning of the Worldwide Celebration. And I'm thinking, okay, great, that makes a lot of sense, and I think everyone's on board for that to happen. However, I thought today we should get the preview. So if we don't get the preview, I do have questions about that, but we should later on tonight get the preview when I'm recording this video on 8/10 here. Because when you're seeing here is on 8/12, we should be getting the banner to be dropped. So 8/12, 8/13, I guess, depending on yeah, time zone there. Even I would say like 8/11, because that's not when the banner ends. So yeah, 8/12 or 8/13, depending on the time zone. And then that should just lead into the Worldwide Celebration, which should be like 8/24, 8/25. However, my thoughts were, well, wait a minute, because previous years we didn't have this short of a gap in between the Dokkan Festival exclusive and the Worldwide Celebration. Generally, I think we ended closer to like now, like the anniversary would have ended like this week, earlier in August. However, of course, we ended up getting the LR Tech UI Goku banner. So we also have to understand, we also going to get its countdown on the 17th, which is not that far away from the 12th. So is Dokkan going to provide us a Dokkan Festival exclusive and then just jump into the countdown? I think there's still a high possibility, but I'd have questions, right? Again, if we don't get the preview tonight on 8/10, I'm not sure this might happen, but it just, everything points to us getting God Topo. So I don't feel like we're not going to get them, but I'm just, with Global, I just have some doubts, even though the unification will happen on 8/24 and we in a sense need to catch up. It makes a lot of sense for Dokkan to just go ahead and drop God Topo, because he doesn't really have much of a celebration anyway, because a lot of his banners ended up already showing up on Global prior to the drop of his Dokkan Festival exclusive. So it does make sense here. And again, we're gonna have the countdown on 8/17, 8/18, Worldwide Celebration, 8/24, 8/25, which is the unification. So we're expecting 8/12 to be the drop for God Topo, but again, not official. And of course, when that happens, of official notification, I'll let you guys know as well. But let's look at God Topo and how important this banner and this unit is if you might be summoning. And I would say most of you individuals are not going to be summoning on this banner here, because the Worldwide Celebration should have just amazing OP units. And I know you players are out there struggling for Dragon Stones, because we have the anniversary, then you have Tech UI Goku, now you have this unit, which is actually a very good unit, then leading into a War-wide celebration where there's 2 Dokkan Festival exclusive and 2 Carnival units as well. Banners are not lacking, I'll tell you that much. But let's quickly take a look at this unit here. You have stats here not all that high, right? 17.6, 16.3, 11.3. The funny thing is it's not all that high because we've just been dealing with LRs most of the time. So, but this is, general TUR Dokkan Festival exclusive. Make this a little bit bigger here. Now, this is a very interesting leader skill, right? This, I think everyone was thinking this was going to be the another tournament participants and focus on tournament participants, but really it's special pose that ended up being what the celebration was all about. Now again, we already got a lot of these special pose units already. Ginyu Force, Yellow Coin LR, the EZAs to Gotenks, and the Super EZA to Tech Gotenks, right? So it's not really much of a special pose celebration. But ultimately, I thought it was just going to be tournament participants was the main focus, but it is actually special pose. So it's 170% across the board for those 2 categories. It's a double, triple category here. Defenders of Justice, Pace Driving Warriors, and found on Trump card will get you your 30% there. And the 12P super attack raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage to enemy. And again, this is the reason why it's a special pose unit, because it has definite need for special pose to actually make this unit incredibly strong. Or Defenders of Justice, and we have a few units that can help with that. So basically, the interest animation, you reduce damage by 11% for the rest of the battle, and guard all attacks for 3 turns when there's 2 or more special pose or Defenders of Justice category allies in the entry turn. So you have to run this. You have to have 2 special pose or Defenders of Justice on the team, because this 11% damage reduction is needed to again make this unit viable in today's meta. Even though it's not that much, 11% still you need as much damage reduction as possible, especially a physical unit maybe fighting against Cell Max, right, which is a STR unit. So you have attack and defense 200% plus an additional attack 150% when performing a super attack, reduces damage by 20%, and then of course you add that's 33. Then its orb changes here, changes in key spheres to rainbow key spheres if HP is 50% or more start of the turn. Special pose and Defenders of Justice category allies key +1 and 30% to attack and defense, plus an additional 200% and guards all attacks within the same turn. Defense 50% after receiving an attack as the first attacker in the turn. So again, if you're running this as a first position, you're very strong, right? Additional 200%, and then the guard there within that same turn. So right here, when the guard dissipates after 3 turns here, you try to want to make sure that you're running here as first position. Now, you might not need it because you're really just waiting for the transformation. When he goes God Topo, he's absolutely incredible. So you just want to wait on that and get to this point here as soon as possible. And then if you're going to be running this as a second or third attacker in the turn, you get additional attack and defense 100% when performing a super attack. So not as beneficial as up here, but you do get some attacking bonus if you're running in second or third position. And I would just do this only within the 3 turns that you do have guard. Active skill here is transforms can be activated when starting for the 4th turn to start a battle when there is another special pose or Defenders of Justice category ally in the same turn. So you want to make sure that happens, or starting in the 6th turn if you miss that opportunity. Link skills, it's okay. Supreme Warrior, Tough as Nails, Shocking Speed, Hero Justice, Signature Pose, Tournament Power, Fierce Battle. You do want to run this again with a special pose of Defenders of Justice, in the main rotation. And then on these categories here, this is one of these units that is not very flexible. You do want to run it only on particular categories that have special pose or Defenders of Justice units in the team to make this again more viable. So, but once you transform, right, again, you're a little bit susceptible here. You want to run it in first position if you want that additional defense. But when you transform, he is God Topo. And what happens here, you're going to be massive raises attack and raises defense for in turn, causes immense damage to enemy. And then this kit is seems low, but it's not. So key +3 attack and defense 300%, plus an additional 250 when attacking to attack, and then additional 100% to defense when receiving an attack. Orb changes still changes in key spheres to rainbow key spheres. Guard automatically, so no restriction there. And then damage reduction 80%. 80%. However, you are losing 8% with each attack received, no more than 60%. So huge benefit in your ability to dodge. So I think a lot of people are running God Topo with a dodge mechanic, so that you don't lose that much in terms of damage reduction. So each attack received, it's going to be lowered until no more than 60%. So you'll be just left with 20% here. But then, hey, you know what? You have all this benefit here. Nullifies Ki Blast directed to character, and from the next turn, a high chance of nullifying Ki Blast directed to character. So very, very strong here. And then active skill here, Masters raises attack temporarily and causes ultimate damage to the enemy. All attacks become critical hits for that turn, and then can be activated from the 6th turn of the start of the battle. So this kind of corresponds with the beginning of you. So it's not like you transform and then you have to wait 6 turns. It's the 6th turn from the start of the battle. And then you do change from solid support and godly power from Heroes of Justice signature pose. I think that is beneficial there. Categories are still the same. So again, I think that this is a unique factor here where you're like, okay, you don't have any built-in dodge, but the more dodge you have, right, the more opportunity you keep this damage mitigation. So again, it's up to you. I would assume that you're going to be doing additional plus additional attacks plus, I guess you can add some crit because there's a 0 crit there, but dodge is really beneficial once you get to the point of transformation here. So but then again, I guess you don't technically need to transform if you're doing well in this spot here where you're going to have 33% of reduction of damage, right? So but you only get 20 here if you get hit how many times? 6? No, what's 5, 6 times? So anyway, just a thought on how you want to run this unit here. But then again, just wanted to show you guys what you're in for. I think a lot of you individuals will be passing on summoning this unit here. It's still an amazing team that you can run. I'll do a full breakdown when this actually comes out, but ultimately this is what we're expecting when the anniversary is over on the 12th. We should again expect a preview tonight, data download tomorrow, and then this banner to drop, but again, not official. So hope you guys enjoyed this video here. If you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.